All right. I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Live. And I'm right back. Yay! That was very weird to stand up and walk around. So, excited to be back. I finished the hair yesterday. I'm very proud of that hair. It was a bit, I had to work on it. It was a work in progress. Hi again. How are you? I need this orange more. It needs to be more. I need that orange more places. But I don't know where yet. But I was going to work on this right here. We're going to do like a kind of a brownish green. So I was going to pull in. I was actually going to pull in. So the green ochre. I was probably going to go over to asparagus. And maybe the sand. Hi, Shalene. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go sand, green ochre, and asparagus. So 992. 992. 76. Which if I start it here, which means it is 76. Right there. And then asparagus is 192. And asparagus. So these are the three colors I'm going for. Hi Katrina, hi Elizabeth, hi Christy. So those are the colors I think I'm going to go for. And what I think I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take the sand color and then maybe the green ochre and then maybe the asparagus. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe I'll go light olive instead. Which is 126. So sand, green ochre, and light olive. That's better. That's a better look. Let's see. Oh, I hope you do start it soon, Melissa. I have already finished. It helped I was on vacation. I know you're still hungry, but sweetheart, it's going to be lunch soon. So you just need to just relax, okay?
Okay.
You can go play or you can go watch Beauty and the Beast. So, excuse me. I had, kind of like a mini vacation almost. And so I devoured that book on my trip to Ohio. And now I'm watching the show. And the show is pretty good too. Though it's scary, man. Watch Beauty and the Beast. Yep. So right now she's watching the cartoon, the old 1991 cartoon. But she really wants to watch the live action. So we're gonna have to find that or get that. And she wants to do a family night, so I think that would be cute. Alright, so that was the sand, the 992. I loved it, Night Fear. I loved it. It was something. Like, it's very... I don't even know how to describe it, but yes, I liked it. So I'm going to take the green ochre, the 76, and work in some shadowy, just where Nick has put his little hatchy marks. My hand is shaking. I'm kind of tensed waiting to hear back from the collision center, because they said yesterday they had sent it out for the last bit to get an alignment done on my car, because they said when they test drove it that the alignment was off. So I'm expecting to hear back from them soon. I'm kind of miffed that I haven't heard yet. So hopefully they didn't find anything else on another test drive. Hi Kim, how are you? I hope you guys liked the office tour. That was kind of fun. So now, when I say I have a lot of books, it's not an exaggeration. I had lots of books. Alright. Now, because this is a one-side, like it's one-sided, I'm not like on normal paper, like in Mythomorphia or any of the other books. If I were to go in with the marker, I would let it dry. I would just move on to something else before I go to put another layer on, because it does have the potential to bleed through, and with double-sided pages, that's a concern. But because this is single-sided, I'm not worrying about it. I did the hair off camera. I did the hair after I did the skin the other day. I did it all yesterday, I think. So now I'm going to take this light olive and just kind of go over some stuff. Really want to punch up like I want it to be like I guess an olivey green is the best descriptor for it. But I want it to be a browny green, you know, kind of like seaweed or something along those lines. So, but because this is a single-sided book, I'm not too worried about bleed through. The only thing I worry about now is pilling the paper. You know, when you get too much water on it, it'll start pilling. And these are water-based markers. I'm gonna need a darker color. Let me get the avocado, which is 98. 98. That's okay, Christy. Yeah, Tombows can be pretty bad for pilling. As long as you don't go over the same area too much, you're pretty okay. Thank you, Lizzie. Hi, Tanya. Need coffee. I need a drink, speaking. my big thing of crystal light. So if I pause every now and then, I think that gives it enough time to really dry enough that I won't have an issue with pilling. But yeah, if I just kept going over the same area, and just kept messing with things, it'll start pilling. And that's, you know, if you aren't familiar with that term, it's when the papers become so saturated that it starts rubbing off. Oh, my hands are super shaky today. I don't know why. And then I'm just going to switch back and forth between these 4 colors. So back to the sand again. You know, it really made me laugh last night on Kate's stream. Oh, I only came in for the last bit of it, but I heard that was a great stream. It's so nice to hear that. And she's such a sweetheart. So I'm just going back in with the sand, and I'm just trying to blend. But if you notice on my color chart here that the inside is much darker than the outside. So the outside is just one pass. You know, and it lays down some decent color on one pass. The inside is what happens when you layer it 4 or 5 times. Like I just kept going, because this is watercolor paper. So I just kept layering. What is this, 992? And when you keep layering, and you can see the color wet is different than the color dry. But you layer it and it just gets darker. So you need to be wary of that too. If you want some light areas, you're going to have to leave it with just the single layer. Let's see, I'm going to go back in with this. No, I need 98. 98. Really want to get some deep, dark areas in here, especially up here by the hair. And under. There's a dark spot right here. Thank you, Christy. This came from the Tombow website. And I got the blank one. So they have one that's full color, but I think that would be silly to print out a color chart with the colors because they're not going to be the same as what you would mark down on yourself. So I got the empty one and just did it myself. And then I pointed to like where I started. So this is all in the back. So all of these are in the back row. And then the front row starts at the dark ochre. No, wait. I'm sorry, this all starts from the back. And this is all the back rows. And then it comes all the way up to the front rows. I don't know why I did it that way, I just did. But yeah, Christy, you can get that on the Tombow website. 126, which is light olive. I'm actually not going to mess too much more with this because I'm fairly happy with where it's at. That's kind of exactly the look I was going for. So now I'm going to find out where else do I want this. Where else do I want this greeny olivey sandy color? I think I will do around the necklace here. So let's go ahead and do that, because it looks like the same type of stuff. So I'm going to take a layer of sand. And you don't have to be precise, especially if you're going to layer other colors on there. It doesn't have to be exact. Oh, I got the hiccups. There we go. There we go. You're welcome, Christy. Oh, what? I have to keep referencing it because, believe it or not, so this is 126. That's the olive. These two, oops, excuse me. The green ochre and the avocado. Oh wait, that's avocado. This is green ochre. There's no way that I would know that these match because it is much browner than the cap looks. So I have to keep referencing my chart. So that's 126. That's light olive. Hi, Zargat. Welcome back. So I'm just going to go in and flick some stuff on, following where the little hatchy marks are. But I was saying I need this orange more in my life. I need more of my orange. Then in these places where there aren't any, I'm just kind of picking where I want it. So I'm actually going to go and grab my Prisma Black because I'm still not necessarily happy with the dark spots. I want it darker, so I'm going to take my Prismacolor Black. I'm just going to go in and pop some of those shadows a bit more. Give a little bit more definition to those shadows. So you can go over very easily the Tombow with some pencils. They're not going to care one way or another. So just punching in a little shadow. Because I don't necessarily want to pull in the black marker because that can be a little too harsh. So I think the Prismacolor is just enough. Let's see, I already did that. I need 98, no, 76 green ochre. I'm just adding in where I want the darker spots to be. Some places there's already like a really deep shadow. So I'm just kind of tinting that shadow. So like right here there's already a pretty deep shadow. So I'm just tinting it. Hi, Shirley. A big dinner. A big difference. Who's coloring their hair? I'm jelly. I need to do something with my hair. It's all big and fluffy and blech. I hate it. Is Christy coloring your hair? What color are you coloring your hair? Or is it you, or am I reading that wrong? I love these little details, especially with the Tombow. You just go in with just a little flick here and there. Happy little flicks. Now I'm going to go back with the sand. Oh, this hair. Oh, I'm like, is Christy dyeing her? No, I did this off stream yesterday. I had used, what color did I use? I think I used a base of the B32. Let me just double check here. Was this it? Yeah, this was it. Pale blue. I used a base of this, and then I used Polychromos. I used black, Payne's Gray, Cold Gray 4, light ultramarine, and white. So that's what I did. And then I took my Stabilo fine liner and flicked in black where I really wanted some deep, deep shadows. Oh, you're fine, Shirley. I just can't, you know, think. So I'm going back with the sand just to kind of blend it out a little bit. Make sure I'm not missing any areas. I'm not even entirely sure what my daughter's like trying to slurp up. She's slurping something. So then I think that's that. So it goes pretty quick. Thought it looked like Poly's. Yep, it's Poly's. Polychromos really love this paper. So, plus they give nice hair flicks. Though I really didn't, I don't know what I did there. So I'm going to go back with the black. Grab my black again and just, once again, deepen a few shadows here and there. just where I think it needs a little oomph, a little help, but that I don't necessarily want to grab the black marker because that would be a little too much, I think, in my opinion. Some people may like it, but so there we go. Just a little bit here and there. So then that's that part done. Love to do hair with polys. Yep. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you, Linda. So I'm going to put these back. No. Do I want anything else that color? I'm kind of thinking this conglomeration of stuff right back here. Just right here. And maybe some of this. That looks like it's the same color family, and some of this over here are the same type of stuff. Do you agree? It's so hard with his stuff, so I'm just going to do it and pull this color out a little bit more, so it's not just sitting on her neck. So I'm going to go to this few little things right here. Oh, thank you, Shirley. It does. It did come out pretty good. I'm pretty pleased. I had some help though. May helped. And you guys, if Sammy comes on or something, sometimes I get notifications, sometimes I don't. If Sammy comes on, will you let me know so I can pop off here for her? I don't know that she will, but if she does, I don't want to take from her spotlight. So I'm just going to do one of these at a time. So that was the sand, the 992. I need 126, the light olive. Okay, Linda. Breakfast in bed. Oh, Zargot. Yeah, I didn't watch that. I'll watch it later. Poor Sammy. I do hope she feels better. And I'm sure she will. Well, it's as better as you can feel with chronic pain, at least. This is just the light olive. Giving it some color here, following the shadowy bits. And then I'm going to go in with 76, the green ochre. I'm not letting it dry between. I should, but I'm not. I'm just kind of going in with it. Full steam ahead. Try to get some of this. Then the avocado, 98. Has anyone tried the Spectrum Noir? The only Spectrum Noir markers I have, Zargot, are the crystal clear, which the sparkle crystal clear, which gives a sparkly, but I haven't tried any of the other markers. You're so sweet, Christy. Guys, I'll watch this later, having a bad migraine. Oh, Elizabeth, you go lay down. Take care of yourself. I hope it goes away quickly. I hate migraines. That's usually the time my kids decide to be their loudest. Like right now, one of them's blowing a whistle. Because, you know, why not? There's still another day left for school for my oldest. She has today and tomorrow. I can't believe that. Everybody in Ohio was already out of school when we went up there. Yeah, Shirley, how do you like your Spectrum Noirs? Do tell. I hear the pitter-patter of little feet. So I'm just going back over with the sand. I'm rubbing probably a little bit more than I should, but that's all right. I'm trying to get it to blend out and lose some of that harsh line that it sometimes gets. Like the Cal Art better, not so much. What don't you like about them, Shirley? I'll grab my black again. In here with the shadows. I remember getting the sheet music for alto saxophone for Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid. That was quite fun. The colors are not what I would want, especially skin too orange and quality was spotty. Oh, huh. I usually go watch the Art Gear Guide. I forget his name. But you all know who I'm talking about. But he's always so positive that I don't know that I can trust his reviews. Hi, Pumpkin Pie.
What is it lunch time?
In about 20 minutes. I mean, I love his positivity, and Harry, his name is Harry, that's right. I love his positivity, and I love his reviews to get, like, the good bits of a thing. But, like, he has, I don't want to say no objectivity, but, like, everything ends up being good to him. Yeah, see, maybe Zergat, I've not, like, caught that. And it could be an accent thing for me, too. That I'm not catching what he's laying down. So we can go back to the light olive with the 126. But yeah, if somebody is just like listening to him, like they're not gonna get an accurate, I think, representation of his true thoughts on it, because you can't expect everybody to get the nuances of somebody else's speech. So I mean, I like the guy, and I'll go check his stuff for new stuff coming out, but I don't know. 76. It's a Brit thing to be kind of subtle. Hi, Coloroo. So I'm taking the green ochre now. Green ochre is the place to be. Now living is the life for me. Sorry. Green Acres got in my head. Because, you know, who doesn't automatically go there? Try to keep this a little lighter because it is in front of the other one. So I'm not going to use the avocado, but I am going to go back with the sand. Are you jumping on my couch? No answer means yes. Especially when the jumping abruptly stops. So I'm not going to put the darker one on here, but I am going to take my black and just in, oh, I don't know that number. Who would call from San Antonio, Texas? Little dark there, little under here. Oh, neighbors are getting their bed. Quit jumping on my couch. What are you jumping on? That's not what it sounds like. Don't jump on my pillows either. And a little bit right here. There. Long series of phone calls, so I missed a lot of that chat. I wanted to ask what you used for the hair. So for the hair, I used a Copic. I used pale blue, which is, oops. No, I'm currently videoing.
Okay.
B32, the pale blue, and the Copic Chows. And then I took Polychromos. I took black, Payne's Gray, Cool Gray 4, light ultramarine, and white. And then in the really, really, really dark spots right in here, I used the Stabilo Black Fine Liner. So this is the 88, the fine point. So that's what I used to do the hair. I'm pretty happy with it.
Now can you come look at the couch?
No, now I can't come look at the couch, honey. I am still videoing. Okay?
Okay.
I will come look at the couch when I'm done. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you.
Love you.
Kids. So now I'm going to do this little jumble of stuff back here with these same colors. Maybe not the colors you were wanting, but the colors you get. Okay, you go watch Moana. I'm thinking I might do these like these things. That orange that I did are shells. You're welcome, Robin. Hi, Candy. Let's see, 992 sand. So be very careful because there is a lot of stuff going on right here. I'm actually going to assume that this part on the inside is part of that spiky stuff. So I'm going to leave it. And just like with the Copics, I tend to follow the lines. So if I have to stop and it dries, it's not going to leave too harsh of a line. Though these are water-based markers, and so they leave a line anyway, but it's a subconscious thing. It makes me feel better to do it that way. Well, there goes Moana. So has anybody started with their mentor-mentee for the Anne's fun project? I think that is so cool. Let's see. This is something. Really picking this stuff out is the hard part. Does anybody follow Nick Filbert on Instagram? You love hearing little people. It can be very hard to decipher what's what. You're not in the group, Sargot? Why not? I'm going to assume that's part back there. This goes up with this thing, which I'm not doing that color. This comes over here. I'm going to do this bit. There we go. I think that's everything. Whew, so that was a lot. A couple people in chat did. Not as often as I would like, Robin. I only use it typically for little stuff like this because they can get very streaky. So awesome, Katrina. Same, Chrissy. I love Instagram. So I'm going to go in with the olive, the 126. And this is going to be a little bit more iffy, I think. Because it all looks so shadowed, and I just don't want to do a whole big dark glob of stuff. You know? So I'm going to try to be a little more judicious with some of the colors. I mean, some of it will have to be near black, but we'll see. Yeah, if anybody... Oh, thank you, Katrina. Yeah, so my Instagram is down below. It's just color all the things _M. I finally got everybody off of the email that or the Google account I use for the YouTube, so I was able to change my Google name for this channel, finally. So now I can be really consistent through my social media. I cut my teeth with the brush pens and Tim Jeff's pictures from his Intricate Animals book. They worked perfectly. Okay, Linda. I'll have to get that when I get off here. Not too much going on my Facebook group right now. I do eventually want to do kind of like a challenge in 1 month for it'd be kind of like a color along, but it won't be a specific picture. It'll just be challenging yourself to to get out of your comfort zone and pick up a medium or try a page that you've been putting off because you were intimidated by it, or just some way to challenge yourself to do something different, new. And I think what I will end up doing is actually acrylic painting a picture, because the idea of that is just, I love the idea of it. But like, I am super duper intimidated by that. So I think that will be one of these months I will do a challenge like that. Hey May! Need to film my first color in chat. Next, very nervous. Aw, Candy, that'll be fun. I love color in chats. They're my faves. Let's see, 76 here, which is that green ochre. I'm try to be a little more cautious about where I put the darker colors, because I don't want it to be overwhelmingly dark, but there is quite a bit of shadow that Nick has given us here. So I need to like do a push and pull as to the perspective. Yep, you just kind of go with the flow. I don't know if I'm subbed to you or not, Candy. I'll have to check. If not, I'll sub. And that goes for anybody. I was watching something. Was it a live stream? Maybe. Somebody was like, oh, you know, my goal is to get X number of subs by whatever date. Birthday, I think it was. And they didn't do coloring. It wasn't like ColorTube. They did other stuff on their YouTube channel. But I went ahead and subscribed so that I could help them reach their goal. So that's what I'll do. If you need help reaching a goal, just holler. My goal is to have 1,000 by the end of the month. I'm close. I'm like 940? Might be 940 now. Hi Dee. Hi DeMonte. No problem, Shalene. It happens. But yeah, I am all for supporting people's YouTubes. So feel free to link me, and I'll go 98. Avocado. Yeah, I'll go sub. I don't care if it's coloring or not. So this is the one I need to be a little more careful how much I put down and how dark I get some of these spots. I don't know what I'm going to do for the background on this. I kind of want to watercolor like a seascape type thing. So that's what this reminds me of, the ocean. So I kind of want to do that. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, May, I can't promise to watch all the videos, but I'll definitely sub to get your sub count up. That's what I can promise. I can promise I'll sub. I can't promise I'll watch it. But see, with the new rules, I don't think anybody really has a problem getting the watch time. I think it's just the sub count. And if I'm wrong, please let me know, because that's a thing that can happen too. I'm pretty sure it's not the watch count that people have issues with, it's the subs. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with the sand. You're almost at 100 subs. Hey, that's cool, Coloroo. Y'all had to start somewhere. I know, Linda. I'm sub to so many. Thank you, Christy. That's so sweet. Quit hanging out in the graveyard. You'd have more time. Alright, so going back in with the sand and just kind of taking out some of the harshness of the lines that can get there, so just blending it. Just be aware that when you do that, you will darken the sand color, because you're now on your second layer of sand, so that will darken it up a little bit. So if you want to keep that light sand color, you need to not go over it too much. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Concentrating. Because that's what happens. You start concentrating. So there, I'm happy with that. Also, when watching channels, please play out the ads, don't skip them. Yep. Thank you, Natalie, for the reminder. Thumbs up. Yeah, Zargot. I don't think CNN needs the advertisement from... So, this isn't quite dry yet, but I'm going to go in with the black here. Again, same thing in all the other spots. Just kind of pop out the shadowy super shadows where you want it really, really deep. I know there's some people that are in the anti-black pencil camp. And then there are some people who are like, why wouldn't you use a black pencil? It has its purposes. There are times when it's a really good tool to use. And this is one of those times. Just like with everything in your arsenal, if it looks good, use it. If it doesn't, don't. And don't let anybody tell you what you're doing is wrong. Because there's no wrong way, there's just your way. Unless, you know, you're telling people to microwave pencils. I'm not on board with that. I will forever say no, don't do it. Just don't microwave things with metallic. That's how you start fires. Alright, so there's that bit. Kind of looks a little mossy, doesn't it? I don't know that I want it quite that green, so I'm going to go back in with some more sand. I think I missed some spots. That's why it looks super green. I don't want it quite so mossy. I wanted a green tinge, but not like green. Not in your face about it. There we go. Black is awesome for backgrounds, yep. Yep, microwave is for food, not pencils. That's right, May. Weird. Sometimes even the darkest shade is not dark enough. Need to use black once in a while. That's right, Shirley. So I think that's all I want to use these colors on. So I'm going to put them back so I don't, you know, lose them. Because that's a thing I can do too. See, 126 goes here. And then 76. And 98. And 992 goes there. Perfect. Alright. I need to find more places for this orange. Look at this orange, May. Isn't it the best orange you've ever seen? Yeah, shoot. It's like almost 80 degrees outside. I guarantee if I put a pencil on the sidewalk for 15-20 minutes, it would be just fine, and that would be all it needs. I'd bring it in and it's so pretty. It makes me happy. I really want to do these orange, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my yellow. That's what I used with the seashells there. Is I used my acid yellow, the white. Oop, you're not seeing that. The Y08. And then I'm going to go, and I want to do these little things here. I don't know what they're called, but I want to do them these colors. So I'm going to take my acid yellow and I need that orange more in my life. Need more of it. Let's see, that's part of that, so we're going in here. Let's see, where's another one? I'm going to zoom out here. No more. It's not that pretty. Thank you, Christy. I'm so easy to please. I know. Let's see. I'm actually going to do this little thing right here. It's called balance, May. You have to balance these things out. And then there was another one over here. Let me make sure. Got paper under there. I'm gonna have to find, there's one up there. Cool. I did find my Supra tips the other day. I was emptying out Super tips, the Crayola Super tips. I'd given them to my kids, but I couldn't remember where I'd packed them. I found them. I still don't like them, but I found them. So we're just going to do this little thing right here. Then we'll go up. We'll balance her out with one up here. Perfect. See, May? It's karma. You tell me no. Look what I do. You can't tell me what to do. Bye, Shirley. Have a good day. You just got the Crayola Super tips after watching Kate use them. Seems to suck in the white dots. Lizzie, what are you using? What white are you using? So there, I've got some more of that, and I'll show you guys what colors I used really quickly here. I'm gonna have to go because I know my kid is just starving. So the colors I used was pumpkin orange, the PC1032. I used mineral orange, PC1033. I used goldenrod, PC1034, and I used yellow ochre, PC942. I used a little white, and then I also used, because that seems to be a theme in this picture right now, the black. So that's what I used for this, and that's what I'm going to use to do all of this. You can stop sending me nice stuff if you ruin it. The Posca Pit pen in... Well, Posca's not a Pitt pen, first of all. So there's a difference. There's the Faber-Castell Pitt pens, and then there are the Posca, Posca pens. See, this one is the... This one's not the fine point. That one's that point. Oh, here's the fine point one. The PC1MR is the really small one. And then you've got the white jelly rolls, which I don't really like. The Signo, Uniball Signo white gel pens, which you can see this one's almost done. So I use it a lot. I've got another one here that's half done. What other white pen do I use? I think that might be it. I think that might be all of my whites. But this is different. It's very big, and it does not cover. So let's see here. Just gonna, this is my black Prisma. Now I use this, my uncle's a sculptor, and he sculpted a bowl for my grandma's 85th birthday and sent it, and so we had people sign it with this Pitt pen because it was, you know, it's India ink, so it's waterproof, light fast, acid free. So we bought this for that. But what I found is it does not, like, it doesn't cover. That's not doing anything. So all it's doing is getting, so I can wipe off that black. It's just moving the black. It's not actually doing anything. So I would definitely not recommend the Faber-Castell Pitt pen. But if you had like a pre-printed on your color book, and then you try to go, ooh, that's even moving that. Oh, never mind then. It would probably take all the, it'd probably take all the stuff off. But yeah, this isn't going to cover, I mean, it goes over the Tombows, but it's even picking up the Tombow color. So, I do not recommend this for trying to use white. Just saying. Hi, Kara. You know, Lizzie, I don't really either. I don't use it very much. This is a white Prismacolor. That's what I did with the white Prismas. I don't have good luck outlining. I don't have good luck with anything like that. And I don't do it very often. I think I did little dots here.
I have a cough drop.
You haven't been coughing, so no, you don't get a cough drop.
I coughed it once.
A whole one time you coughed? No way.
At the bus stop.
At the bus stop hours ago?
Yeah.
And so now you need a cough drop hours later? For the coughing the one time at the bus stop? Yeah, that's not happening. No, cough drops are not candy. They're medicine. Okay? Okay. It'll be lunchtime soon, Pumpkin. Why don't you go see what you want? I know, right? Zargot, she needed one so bad. But yeah, so I do little dots like this. But beyond that, I have very poor luck with, so like I've got some here. I don't use it very often. I don't like the way it looks. Used it here, a little bit on here, but see, it was just, I can see the black lines through it, and so I don't think it's doing what it's supposed to do. I think that's it. That's why I said go look. She is, Christy. I'm sure she needs one to prevent more coughs. Yeah. So I'm going to do this little one right here. Let's see. I get it in frame. I'm just going to take the pumpkin orange here. Because this is all shadowy, I'm just going to put it all in here. I'm not going to mess with it too much. Same with here. This, I'm going to pull it up just a little. So that's the pumpkin orange. I'm going to take the mineral orange. I'm still going to go a layer over this. Just to pump up the orange a little bit. So pumpkin. Pumpkin. Goldenrod. I thought that was Kaylee's Lunchable. Okay, yeah, you can have that for lunch, but just don't pull it out just yet. We're not quite ready. And then,
it's lunchtime.
yes, after I'm done recording, it's lunchtime. And then the yellow ochre here. I wanted to try your glitter. Yeah, May's glitter technique is so cool. I love it.
Who are you coloring?
Her name is Serene.
Serene?
I'm just going to take the black here. I don't want to overwhelm the orange, but I do want it darker than what I can get with just the orange. So what I'll do is a light layer of black. And then I will take the pumpkin orange, go back over it. This time I'm going to do some medium to hard pressure and kind of burnish and blend that all in. So it's like a really, really dark orange. Get some shadowy. Then just do it all again. Make sure I've got the colors the way I want them. I don't think I want that much yellow ochre in the middle here, so I'm going to pull up my colors a little more. Go to the pumpkin orange and pull that up some more. That yellow, that acid yellow is a really nice base for these colors. Worked out quite well. Goldenrod. And then the yellow again, but this time I'm going to take my white, make sure I don't have anything on it. I just want to do a little pop of a highlight right there, just a little one. So that's how I did her bra. So zoom out here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call it here. She's just so hungry. So I'll work on this some more. So we did some Tombow stuff, we did some Prismacolor stuff, we did some stuff. I'll work on her some more. I've got some ideas that I really want to do here. I really want to do like a nice watercolor background, but I think that'll be last. So thank you everyone for showing up for the part 2 of my live stream. Thank you, May. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Zargot. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Lizzie. So you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget, links to stuff are in the description down below. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell button if you want notifications of when I upload. Kids out of school starting on Monday. Or shoot, she gets home on Friday. So maybe I'll have more time, maybe I'll have less time. Maybe I'll do more videos, maybe it'll just be the live streams on Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know yet. We'll see. But hopefully I can offer you guys some more stuff. You're welcome, Christy. You're such a sweetheart. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.